White flag raised. They're off. Shifting left, leaving stalls. Vespertilio, Ides of March is a bit off them in this 12-runner FBD Hotels and Resorts Phoenix Sprint Stakes. It's a Group 3. It's Bucanero Fuerte, who was alert from stalls, takes them along. On the left, the Grey Art Power, followed by Kind of Blue and Night Eyes and My Maid Alfie, and then that one's Stable Companion, Babouche. Spycatcher next, then Big Gossie. The second Grey, improving on the outside, Ides of March, and then Vespertilio, Lady with the Lamp, and the back marker, heading for the halfway stage is Black Forza. Just in front is Bucanero Fuerte from on the far side, Art Power, and they're followed by Kind of Blue, the red cap. Pushed along is Night Eyes, then My Mate Alfie, Babouche next. They pass the two, then Big Gossie. Ides of March is next on the outside of Spycatcher, Lady with the Lamp, Vespertilio leaving behind Black Forza. They race to the final furlong. Still Bucanero Fuerte has it from on the inside. My Mate Alfie in between them is Art Power, and Kind of Blue is coming at them on the outside. Bucanero Fuerte is clinging on, is going to stay unbeaten for the season, wins the Phoenix Sprint. Second is My Mate Alfie, then Kind of Blue, followed home by Art Power.
I've got David Egan alongside me after Bucanero Fuerte's winning the Group 3 FPD Phoenix Stakes. David, just tell me how much that meant to you, because this horse has got some story behind him now, doesn't
Unbelievable. To think he was covering mares only a couple of months ago is astonishing. Just a great training performance from Adrian, Robson, the whole team there in Mullingar. It's a real feat. He obviously had a bit of a setback when travelling over to Royal Ascot, which he did the year previous as well, so he obviously doesn't travel over that well, but yeah, he showed plenty of speed and didn't hit the line strong. It was brilliant.
Were you happy all the way through that contest? It looked like you were travelling just that bit smoother than everything throughout.
I was really happy after a furlong because he really pinged the gates. It's as quick as he's ever jumped, and he left the gates real cleanly. I thought I got 2 lengths out of the gates, and I thought I got an uncontested lead. Art Power mightn't have jumped as sharp as he normally does because he hasn't ran for a little while, and I was in second gear most of the way. And when you're riding a horse like him who's in such a rhythm throughout, you know you can send him on just approaching the 2, and you know he's going to hit the line real strong, so brilliant.
That was a Group 3, but it contained a lot of horses who've been contesting Group 1s. Does that give you the confidence he's ready now to go back up to the top level?
I think so. He's done nothing but please us in every question we've asked of him. He's pulled up stumps, so yeah, I don't know. He runs great races here. Maybe something like the Flying 5. He won over 5 before. Could be an option, I suppose, when he runs so well here at the Curragh.
Just before we let you go, you're up against it against True Love in the feature event, but are you expecting a good run from your horse?
He's a solid horse who wears his heart on his sleeve, and he'll set the standard. Whether something's extraordinary, we'll have to wait and see.
Lovely. David, thanks for your time. Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers. Well, we've just seen a really popular win for Bucanero Fuerte. Back at the scene of his finest hour in the Group 3 FPD Phoenix Sprint Stakes, Kia Drabchen from Amo Racing joins me now. Kia, that clearly meant an awful lot to you. He's a pretty special horse, this guy, for you, isn't he?
Listen, he's our first Group 1 winner right here in the Curragh, and he means a lot to us. He's had a tough year. He was in stud, he came back, he hasn't been gelded, and he got colic again in that Royal Ascot, which was really sort of, it took us back. We got a big scare again. Last year he got colic at Royal Ascot just before his race. So he's had 2 years where he's traveled to Ascot and he's been sick. And to be honest, we weren't sure how he was going to come out of it. And he's come out of it flying, and he's in great condition. Unbelievable training performance, to be honest, to bring him back after everything that he's gone through, go to stud, come back, not to geld, colic, and then between Adrian and Robson, I mean, they've done an unbelievable job with him, and David gave him, I think, the perfect ride for that horse. I mean, he loves to jump and lead and be right up there, and David gave him a perfect ride.
Today really was, well, it felt like D-Day for him, didn't it, after not getting the chance to go to Ascot. It was a Group 3, but there were a lot of horses in there with Group 1 form, Group 1 winners. He obviously was one of those Group 1 winners. To see him come through like that, you must be itching to get him back to the top table now.
Yeah, I mean, we were, when we were flying over, we were looking at the race and we thought, geez, this is going to be a very tough race. This is not really a Group 3. And when we were discussing it here, Robson said, Robson and Adrian both said, this is a comeback race for him. You know, we probably might not get the best out of him, but it would be, you know, he needs the race to go on. It looked like he was ready.
Absolutely. What do you think will be the next step on the back of this?
I mean, I think we got to, you know, see how the horse comes out of the race and see how he's feeling, you know, and then probably head over to the Flying Five.
2 years ago, of course, he won the feature on this card. You have got a couple of runners this time around. Yeah. What are you expecting from them?
I think Ballydoyle filly is exceptional filly. You know, she's an exceptional filly. It's going to be very, very tough to beat. Joseph's filly also is an exceptional filly. But, you know, if we didn't run, we couldn't let Aidan have a workout. So we had to give him a little bit of a challenge.
It's all about competition.
So we had to give him a little bit of a competition. I think we'll run well. I have, you know, Power Blue after Royal Ascot wasn't the same. He had a little bit of a, he wasn't 100%. So his last run is something not to really consider. He'll have a good run here and we'll set him up for the rest of the year.
We look forward to watching. Keith, thanks very much. Well,
thanks very much. Thank you.
Quite a story, this. The horse who a couple of years ago won the feature event on today's card was all set for a stud career at the end of last season, but that didn't work out, and now he's back. And Fran, he's back winning group races. He's built on that listed success at Naas. Hats off to Connections, Bucanero Fuerte. Does it again.
He did indeed, Gary, in a very, very good performance as the race developed. Eyes March a bit entirely out in the wing of the field. In comparison, the eventual winner, Bucanero Fuerte, alertly out alongside the white grey horse, if you like, our par. Both of them racing hard against the middle of the track. Tracking away at this stage of the run was kind of blue. And a terrific performance by this horse. He did come back with a good win earlier this year at Naas, and it's great to see him back on track here today, and he's really bossed his field.
Yes, it's not been a smooth ride with him this year by any means either. I think he was meant to go to Ascot, wasn't he? In the end, that had to be shelved, and he's rolled on here instead, and he's been produced in great shape by Adrian Murray, Robson Aguirre and the team to boss this race, as Fran said. Really travelled powerfully, and when eventually he was asked to try and settle the issue, he's found enough under pressure to contain some stiff challenges. We were looking for more from Kind of Blue today. We got a bit more from him, Fran. That will encourage his connections. And my mate Alfie, smashing run again.
What a horse he is, Gary. Very, very consistent, ending up right over towards the far side of the rail. And our power also running a cracker on his return to action at his beloved Curragh. First four throughout. Nothing else could get into the one we like. Vespertillo did express concern pre-race with the way the tailwind is playing here to Curragh. That wouldn't suit her style of racing. She briefly looked like when she got out that she might well to the right of his shot finish off, and she probably did, but she's taken on a horse that are not stopping there, if anything, lengthening against with the wind behind him here. And Bucanero Fuerte making full use of that. My mate Alfie finishing off really well, and as you said, Gary, good return to form back here to Curragh, back on more suitable track, if you like, for Kind of Blue. He's shown good signs of life to encourage Connections. That the best may yet be to come into the autumn. One would think a return to Haydock may suit him. I've been just beaten their Group 1 sprint last year, and it was a good effort, but if I had runners in the Curragh for the rest of the day, I'd be low to get out of the first 3 or 4 if I could make any inroads out of the stalls to get handy.
And it's interesting to see that nobody really wanted to go down the stand side there, Fran, did they? It was all middle to far side rail.
It was indeed, yeah. I thought Ryan Murphy jumped would go left, but he was entirely away. The rest of the pack going straight up and even, keeping somewhat to the right, like the eventual winner, my mate Alfie. It's not often in a race like this that end up at the far side of the track like the eventual third did, but he ran a superb race again, my mate Alfie. Back in second, but the winner, interesting story, Gary, and maybe the best yet to come for this horse. He was good there today.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.